Well, hello everybody, and welcome back to the channel. This is Jackass Retro. My name is Matt, and it is Sunday, which means it's time for our Sunday installment of our twice-a-week series of what sold in the postcard world in my eBay store. And sometimes my hip postcard store when things sell there, but nothing happened there this week. But we did sell 40 postcards since our last video on Thursday, so this covers Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and so far today, Sunday. So 40 postcards for a total of $351. Both those numbers are down, but I'm also recording this video earlier than I did last week. Last week I actually recorded on Monday morning, so we still got like half the day to go. I expect both those numbers to go up. And the average sale was $8.77 per postcard, and that is actually a increase from last week. So let's just go ahead and jump right into it and take a look at what we sold. All right. First up here, we have a nice little postcard of the New York Yacht Club dock in New London, Connecticut. Divided back rather. Nice little postcard here. This one came from a lot of postcards I picked up from another reseller, Just in Time Flipping. He has a YouTube channel. Go check it out. Just in Time, all one word, flipping. And definitely a lot of cool content there for state sales and flea market. So definitely worth checking out. This year postcard sold for $5.95 plus shipping. Next up, this is lithograph postcard. This is Dauphin Way Baptist Church in Mobile, Alabama. Alabama cards, if they're aside from like chrome postcards and the Bellingrath Gardens, tend to do pretty well for me. I don't have a lot of Alabama postcards in stock because they sell. This one here, I would say put this in probably the chrome era, although it could be divided back. Most likely, I'm going to guess chrome, similar to like a gray craft or, similar sort of printing process, even though it is black and white. This one here sold for $6.95 plus shipping. Got a linen postcard here. We can definitely see the texturing here of the linen. Really cool looking postcard with these old 1930s 1940s cars. This postcard is unposted. Kurt Tyke, pretty easy, nothing too crazy here. This one sold for $4.95, probably largely because it's in pretty darn good condition for an old postcard. This one's a real photo postcard, and I had a number of these listed at one point. It was basically the building of a barn, and I had real photo postcards from everything from the framing to I still have a couple of the interior down in the basement, right where these people are standing right now, but once they have built over the foundation. Basically a sort of step-by-step of the entire building of this barn. This one here, I decided to split it up just because there was some that were a lot more interesting and could really stand on their own, like the people who were framing, sitting up on the frames while they were building it. So this one here sold for $15.96 plus shipping. It's, no location, nothing else. You just have to sell something like this on its merits. So probably dates to early 1910s. We got the Smorgasbord in Stowe, Ohio. This is not a very rare card, even though it is really cool. Look at all that food. I want to eat it so bad. On this one, I did a little close-up of the goods. What do we got here? Looks like some canapes. Wonder if they got any of those like endive with the cream cheese in it. Like 8 of these, I'm sure, are Jello molds. with weird stuff floating inside. I mean, it is Ohio, and it is in the middle of the century. They really do like their Jellos. How many different 7-layer dips are in here, do you think? Oh, that looks like maybe some tartar. Some of these are some deviled eggs. I mean, man, who's going to say no to a smorgasbord in Stowe, Ohio? This one here is a linen postcard. It is posted 1951. Sold for a whopping $2.95 plus shipping. Here we have Hotel Martinique. Now, this is probably one of the oldest postcards listed in my store. How do I know that? Well, I know this because this was done on a flatbed scanner, which I can see by the little piece of fuzz sticking out from behind the postcard. Right there, there's a little piece of yarn or something got in there with the scanner. In any case, this is, long time. 1911's divided back. Pretty cool postcard. Sold for $2.95 plus shipping. You got a really cool St. Joseph, Missouri. Jesse James was killed in this house in 1882. There's Jesse James. There's the house. Undivided back, 1907. So this design of postcards carried through all the way up until the linen era. This is the earliest one I could find, so I priced it up a little bit. I think I had it up at $34.95. I sent out a 15 or 20% off offer, somewhere in that neighborhood. It sold at $29.95 plus shipping. Super cool. I think this might be a contender for thumbnail this week. You'll know because you know what you clicked on. Next up, got a lighthouse in New London, Connecticut. Again, another linen postcard, unposted. Really nice one. The publisher here is a little bit unusual, J. Solomon. It's not a crop or a tyke. So, usual publisher is not that important, but the fact that this is a lighthouse and lighthouse collectors are pretty enthusiastic collectors. So this one definitely has some, crossover from the postcard world into other collections. Sold for $5.95 plus shipping. Whitewater Falls in the Highland section of Western North Carolina. Again, a linen postcard. This one came from an album I purchased right off of eBay recently. Had quite a few comic linen postcards from the Asheville, North Carolina postcard company, as was this one. Honestly, I bought it for the comic postcards, and the ones that have been selling so much better are these Scenic views, which are a little bit less common from Asheville, North Carolina. From North Carolina in general, I should say. So at this point, the lot's been paid for by the stuff that I didn't buy it for. So this one sold for $3.95 plus shipping. Here we have the Pembina County Courthouse in Cavalier, North Carolina. You've probably heard me talk about the real photo postcard collection that I purchased of courthouses and post offices largely. This is not actually obviously a real photo of that. It is a photo of an image of the courthouse that was then developed into a postcard, right? So sometime in the 1940s, somebody got a picture of the Pembina County Courthouse, found it in a book or something, took a picture of it, and developed that picture into a postcard. And that's what we have here. This one sold for $20.95 plus shipping. What's really cool here is you can see that there's like a little piece of paper on top of the piece of paper that has the image on it, right? So like maybe part of a bookmark, or they're just trying to, focus on the image or somehow, but you can actually see the texture of the paper right here on the photograph. It's really pretty cool. yeah, very happy with that one. And just a neat, interesting, unusual postcard. Here we've got the Lawrence County Courthouse in Lawrenceville, Tennessee. Now, the problem with this one is I listed it in Texas, which the Lawrenceburg, Texas Courthouse does not exist. But it is in Tennessee, and it says so right on the card, no matter what I decided to write on my title here. So odds are probably what happened was I was listing a bunch of Texas stuff, and I had possibly missorted this Lawrenceburg postcard into the Texas pile, and I listed it as a Texas postcard, even though it's a Tennessee postcard. Happens. Luckily, I figured it out, and when I went to go look for the card and I didn't find it in Texas, I looked at the card and was able to go track it down in Tennessee. So, yeah, there you go. $20 plus shipping. Not bad. Here we have Pueblo of Islita, showing the church in the distance. There it is, near Albuquerque, New Mexico. Again, this one here is I believe it's divided back postcard, not linen. Nice CT photograph. I mean, a little bit older card, unposted, not used. Just a nice card. It's got obviously, a little bit of edge. Doesn't matter. This one here sold for $4.21 plus shipping. New Mexico is another one of those I can't really keep in stock. It's a very good seller for me. It's up there with many other states that I'm just going to list it. I'm not even going to think about it. It's going to get listed. Here we have a Hotel Repulse Bay, the hotel in Repulse Bay, Hong Kong, China. It's a 1910s postcard, divided back. There we go. Probably hand colored. It looks sort of hued, funny, but it doesn't actually say it's hand colored here. But it's done by the Greco-Egyptian tobacco store, which I've had several postcards with this publisher, and they sell pretty well. It's one of those publishers that if you can get it into your title or your somewhere on your listing, usually a good idea, and it can help sell the card. I think that there's a good number of collectors who are after this publisher. Here we've got Waikiki, Hawaii. It's a nice chrome postcard surfing along Waikiki Beach. I've had multiples of this. This is probably the third or fourth of this exact card that I've sold. It is a Pan Am Airlines published postcard. So there's they passed out many postcards. I guess you could get them from the terminal or whatever. They're advertising. So I had 6 or 7 of these to start with, and I'm down to 2 left now. So this one's $2.95. Oh, pardon me, $4.95 plus $1 shipping. We've got Hotel Sebring in Florida, in Sebring, Florida. Hotel Sebring in Sebring, with the coffee shop here and the air-cooled dining room over there. There we go, 1962. Nice. Yeah, just a nice vintage chrome postcard. It's an artist view. It looks like a linen. It's not a photograph, but it is technically a chrome postcard. So there you go. Frolic Wine Knocked-In. Yep, I believe that says Merry Christmas. Frolic Wine Christmas. Anyways, it's a wheat wreath, right? I kind of zoomed in on that. This was my main photo, and the nice icicle borders. I found that these do pretty well too. These embossed icicle borders. Whenever you can mention that in your listing, it's usually a good thing to do. So we've got the wreath, the icicle border around that, and within the wreath, we've got the frame of the winter scene with this bright red sunset here. So just a neat card. Took an offer on this one. I had it up for, I believe, what I have it up for. Well, I sold for $5. I think I had it up for $11.95, and somebody sent me an offer, and I took it. This one here is I've had for a while. I don't know how long I've had it listed, but obviously this is Santa Clara School, 1904. Although I don't think that's the year of the photo. I believe that's the year that the school was erected. Flip that right around, but nice 19. If it is 1904, it's very early in when we would see these cards. I know it's been listed at least for a few months, but it sold for $19.95 plus shipping. Just a cool, a lot of times you get these classroom photos and they're pretty much unidentified, right? You don't know where they are, who they are. And luckily, this one, they were nice enough to stand right in front of the schoolhouse that says Santa Clara on it, which really helped narrow down the number of places this could be. Kind of wonky scan on this one, but a Happy New Year postcard. Got the Christmas trees with the candles. This one's not the greatest condition, but kind of nice. German-American novelty art series. Came from the collection of Mr. Herbert Love. Thank you, Herbert. Not big money. $1.66 after offer sent to watchers plus shipping. Here we've got sturgeon fishing on the Columbia River. I believe this one came from the collection I purchased from Goodwill Auctions earlier this year. Paid up for the collections, but did pretty well. 1906, got some really interesting postmarks here. Bergen, Norway to Tacoma, Washington, 1906. All right, I should say Tacoma, Washington to Bergen, Norway, right? Because that's where it went. This one here, 1899 to Detroit Publishing. So this is pre-Foston. This is an older postcard. Sold, took an offer for it at $7.16 plus shipping. Top dollar postcard of the week. This is one of those, oh God, darn it. It's when the postcard content, the postmark, and the stamp all appear on the same thing, right? So it's the postmark for Taurus, the stamp from Taurus, and the actual postcard from Taurus. And I didn't use it in my subject line. I could have, but this is in Crimea. So it's Mark from SM Postcards. If you see this, remind me what it's called. You did an entire video on this. Put it in the comments. I keep wanting to say like perfect postmark or perfect postcard or something along those lines, but I can't remember. This one's really cool though. Definitely helped to sell it. I took an offer on this one. I had it up for quite a bit more. It was up for, I want to say 89, but I took an offer for 60 and very happy with that. So $60 postcard any day of the week. I'll take that. Thank you. Here we've got the administration building at Pullman, Washington. WSC stands for Washington State College. They have since changed it to Washington State University or Wazoo. Famous alumni include Don McLean, the writer of My American Pie, and I don't know, probably some other farmers. It's an agricultural college. Yeah, there we go. Administration building, Wazoo. There we go. How much this one sell for? $10.36 plus shipping. Here you've got the Country Bar Jamboree, Walt Disney World postcard. I have a couple of these actually. This one sold for $4.95 plus shipping. We can date it down here, Walt Disney Productions. Usually means it's going to be 70s or early 80s. We've got the Bakersfield Motel in Rancho Bakersfield, California. I have sold this card, I don't know, 3 or 4 times. And as soon as this one sold, what do you know? I found another one in my backstock. So I just hit relist, uploaded a couple new photos, and bada boom, bada bing, got another one up there. Was up for $2.95 plus shipping, sent out an offer to watchers, and it sold for $2.51 plus shipping. Here we've got the Muskingum River in Zanesville, Ohio. Nice little fishing scene here. Divided back, 1909. Fishing, railroad bridge, Zanesville, smaller town, not as big as Cincinnati or Cleveland. All these things probably helped sell the card. Price it right at $2.95. Sent out an offer to watchers, and it sold for $2.66 plus shipping. Here we've got the heart of the Tri-State Mining District. This is Joplin, Missouri, or Missouri. I believe if it's Joplin, it's Missouri, not Missouri. Am I wrong? Put me in the comments. Let me know. Put me in the comments. Let me know in the comments. Nice little street view. We've got a drugstore with the soda fountain, cars on the street, unposted, very clean, nice postcard. What did this one sell for? $3.95 plus shipping. Here we've got view in Alameda Park, Butler, Pennsylvania. This is, I believe, from the collection of Mr. Herbert Love. Yes, there we go. Thank you, Mr. Herbert Love. Valentine's and Sons postcard. I had it up at $4.95 plus shipping. And this one here sold for $4.21 plus shipping on an offer sent to watchers. It's probably here. I send out offers to watchers constantly. And for the vast majority of the offers I send out are in the 10 to 15% range. So most of the ones we land on are going to be in the 10 to 15% offer sent to watchers range. I usually buffer that into my listing price. So it's, I'm not losing out when somebody buys those prices. Here we've got a nice Christian Norwegian holiday Christmas postcard. En glad og velsignelig julefest Jesu navn, which translates, I believe, roughly to a happy, blessed Christmas. And Jesus is born. So it's a embossed. Probably can't see it too well on this angle, but you can see on the backside some of that. Nice Whitney made. Somebody's torn off the stamp. Those philatelists, crazy philatelists, stealing stamps off postcards. Sold for $5.95 plus shipping. Flagstaff, Arizona, chrome postcard. Hey, you know what? It's just a nice sort of scenic view. There we go. San Francisco Peaks. Flagstaff, Arizona. Nice chrome postcard. Nothing too crazy. Sold for $3.95 plus shipping. All right. The next few, the next two sold to the same customer. Then we're going to skip one. And then another one sold to the same customer again. So, same customer bought. Actually, I can do this. We got tabs. That's what tabs are for. Bought this one, and this one. All three are Walt Disney World postcards. This is the interior, of course, of the Contemporary Resort. We've got the Polynesian Village in the Tropical Lagoon. And finally, we've got the exterior of the Contemporary Resort. So, I believe these are all maybe posted. Let's find out. Posted. So yeah, look at that. Not too bad. So, what did these here sell for? The first two, which are this one and this one, sold for $10.72. plus shipping. And the second of which, let's not get ahead of ourselves, sold for $5.36 plus shipping. So there we go. Let's go on back to here. Oops. Nice large letter greeting. Not going to spend too much time on this. You guys, if you've been paying attention, you know all about large letter greeting postcards. You know that they're linen most of the time. Not always, but a lot of the time. You know that they've got windows in the letters. I don't need to tell you this. You know that they have different scenes inside of each of these little letter window things. But you already know that. And then, you know, sometimes there's a key on the back that tells you what's inside of each window. I mean, you guys, yeah, I don't know why I'm wasting my time. I sold this one for $2.95 plus shipping. Next up, St. Clair Tunnel between Sarnia, Canada, and Port Huron. That's, I believe, Michigan, USA. $6.95 plus a $1 shipping charge. Got a nice little floral arrangement here. Looks like they're saying like "Welcome to Canada," which is a thing that no American has seen for at least a year. Unposted souvenir postcard, undivided back, so early 1900s. And this one here sold for $6.95 plus shipping. All right, a little hard to see. Probably can't see the writing too well, but this is Moonlight on Lake Tahoe, and it says that way down here at the bottom, and it's hard to see. But nighttime scene, so that's why it's dark. We've got some moonlight coming through on the lake there. Unposted, $19.95 for this year postcard plus shipping. Why? So why did somebody pay $20 for a postcard that you can't see? Well, a couple of reasons. First reason, Lake Tahoe. Anytime, you know what, Lake Tahoe is one of those locations that you don't really need to think about it. You can just list your Lake Tahoe postcards, and if you price them right, they're going to sell. Number two, it's a unique image. And number three is it's a night view. And night views in general do well. So we've got three reasons why this card is got some desirability. Add on top of the fact that it's good condition, it's unposted. You know, this is a nice specimen postcard for somebody's collection. If you collect Lake Tahoe, you're going to want a card like this. Moving on. Nice blue Santa Claus. Nice blue-white suit. Got this one from a collection purchased locally recently. I used a website that Popeye referred me to, which was TuckDB Postcards. There's, I believe, a link to the site in this description, and it's a nice catalog of Raphael Tuck divided back postcards. So I was able to find the postcard there. They give you an approximate value. I cross-referenced that with some historical sales information, buffered it a little bit so that I could send out an offer. And this one sold ultimately for $29.71 plus shipping. And why does it sell for that much? Well, you got a blue Santa, and blue Santas are desirable. And the white robe, blue hat, white robe. So yeah, got some toys, all this other stuff. So yeah, there you go. Nice. Next up, Cottage Among the Azaleas and wisteria. Let's not forget about the wisteria. Because anytime we talk about the azaleas, the wisteria gets jealous, and I'm sick of the negative comments on the videos. You sit down, wisteria. We got you this time. $6.95. This is South Carolina. Again, another really nice sort of South Carolina postcard. I've listed a bunch of these recently, so doing pretty well with them. Happy with the $6.95 on this one. This isn't linen. It is white border. And let's move on. All right, the next two of these sold to the same customer. We've got Taking Water, the Cass Scenic Railroad, and the Shea Steam Locomotive on the Cheat Mountain Railroad. Both of these are Cheat Mountain Railroad, by the way. This one and this one. The color looks a little funky on this one to me. Not sure why that is. This one's a little dark, but hey, that's fine. They both sold for a combination of $8.90 plus shipping. There we go. And there we go. And our last postcard. Man, that's a big old cow. This is the Grand Champion Brahmin Bull. His name is Manso. Manso, the Brahmin Bull. I mean, yep, that's a big old cow, all right. You know, when there's a million of this postcard out there and there's a million of this cow out there. And, you know, they do sell. But I typically, when I see that there's a lot out there, I'm going to price mine competitively, so I'm not sitting on it forever. This one here sold for $1.75 plus shipping on an offer sent to watchers. So that is going to be it for this video. Buster Wiley has decided to make an appearance, which I know some of you always enjoy. And thank you all very much for watching. I'm going to have some other postcard related videos dropping later this week. I'm going to do some, you know, sort of intro to selling postcards for people just getting into it. And, you know, hopefully you can check those out. If you're an experienced postcard seller, they may not be of the utmost interest to you, but some of the stuff for people who are just starting out, wanting to learn, want to get some of that information out there. I've gotten in a number of comments, people asking me, you know, certain questions over and over and over again. So I just decided I'm going to make some videos on it. So keep an eye out for those. If it is your first time here, make sure you're subscribed, hit that bell notification so you know when I go live, which is almost every day. And we'll catch you on the next one. Have a good one. Bye-bye.